Hello and welcome to Toto TCG. You are here with me, Matthew, and we are back here with another Pokemon video on the channel. And in today's video we're going to be checking out a very interesting EX box, one that has been, well, it's on the sidelines, but an EX that we are very familiar with our latest set for Twilight Masquerade. And we have got the great pleasure of somebody delivering this for us. It's Toto. Yeah, he's here. We've got him, and he's delivering us the Palafin EX box right here. It is looking pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, it's looking pretty awesome indeed with the Palafin EX, and of course he can only deliver one. I'll deliver the other one. But we do indeed have ourselves a very interesting Palafin EX taken from our previous set of Twilight Masquerade, and then of course it is basically being put in here, but it is a promo card, which means it is slightly different. So yeah, he's obviously quite eager to see this because it is a water type. Unfortunately for Alligator, doesn't have an EX just yet, but we'll see. But yeah, for now, Toto will go off to the side and we can actually concentrate on our boxes right here. Obviously, we've got two of them. Didn't think of getting three, only reason because we've basically already got our Palafin EXs. We managed to pull a full art, a couple of the regulars as well, and this is pretty much the exact same card. So let's give this a little bit of a... Ooh, we want to sort of get it on screen quite nicely. We've got a nice sort of like, almost like a tail, if you will, or maybe a fin of a fish. Looks a bit like that sort of outline here, a bit like a shield almost, but probably is in relation, of course, for Palafin with the chest area as well, being quite reminiscent of that sort of effect there. So very cool to see that one. On the back, very, very simple. Got this sort of nice sort of blue going over to a dark blue, so a nice gradient going on there with, of course, Palafin. Looking very awesome indeed. We have gone through what this Palafin does do, but we will go through it again because obviously it's quite interesting. And you can see we actually do get the full sort of evolution line, if you will, for this stage 1, although it is pretty much a stage 2. However, let's not waste any more time. Let's get these opened and let's see how we can do with this one. Fingers crossed. It is, I think there was another thing that came out with this, I think it was last Friday, but fortunately my delivery got slightly delayed, which is unfortunate, but we have got it now, which is the main thing. Do we not even have a clasp? Oh, there's no clasp in here. Are we saving plastic? Oh no, it has just come loose. Okay. I'm trying to put everything down. We're still getting used to our new little, I want to say studio, but it is just sort of room, basically. It is the room. So we've got all our cards here, and we've got some nice shiny shines on some of these taken from the set. We'll have a little look at that in just a second. Giant promo card right here as well, which we'll again take a look at in just a second. Anyone wants to know, it was a Doug Trio clasp holding our promos in, or should have been at least. We got some packs here, of course. 2 Twilight Masquerade with, of course, Mr. Mask Boy himself, the Teal Mask Ogerpon. We've got Temporal Forces and Obsidian Flames as well in here, so pretty awesome little selection there. Let's put everything on the ground here. It's a nice little selection. Nice little selection. Let's get this other one opened as well, and we can see how well these boxes do. Sometimes these EX boxes can be hit and miss, but most of the time they're pretty good. Most of the time they are. Plastic off this one. Oh, see, now this one's not got any issues. We're just straight off. Doug Trio clasp comes off. Promos are all out. Bob's your uncle. There we go. Boom. Okay. Let's get all those promos. Put them in the right order so we can go through that whole evolution chain in just a second. Another promo, or another jumbo, should I say. 2 more Twilight Masquerade, of course. Temporal Forces and that Obsidian Flames as well. There we go. Okay, so plastic and cardboard off to the side there. We are now all ready to go with our produce right here. Of course, we've got our lovely dolphins which will evolve into a superstar dolphin of Palafin EX. But let's go through exactly what this will do. Now, what we'll do just to start things off is we'll actually grab our Palafin here. Let's get this sleeved up, because I want to show off what this sort of thing would do if you were to play it in real life. I'm going to try and do this best I can. So, for this demonstration, Palafin is going to be down here. Okay, that's part of my deck. Let's just go with it like that. So we've got our Finizen and we've got our Finizen. Now we're going to say, for example, that both of these have now evolved. So we've got our active here with the Palafin, and we've got our benched one here. Now this has got an ability on it. Now I will just show you what that ability does do. So it is 0 to hero. Once during your turn, when this Pokemon moves from your active spot to the bench, you may search your deck for a Palafin EX and switch it with this Pokemon. Any attached cards, they remain on that Pokemon. And if you switch to Pokemon in this way, put this card into your deck, then shuffle your deck. So you've obviously got this lovely Palafin right here. Now, from what I'm getting from that, 0 to hero. Once during your turn, when this Pokemon moves from the active spot to the bench. So what that means is that you would have to probably say, I'm going to retreat this Palafin. In doing so, you've just unlocked the 0 to hero, which means you can then go into your deck and you can grab out a Palafin EX. Now, in doing so, this is basically what I'm guessing you do. You go Palafin EX on top, this back in your deck. And that's it. It's as simple as that. But what does that do? Well, let's have a little look at this one, because we've got a giant one here. We've got a Palafin EX, of course, HP of 340. It is a water type, evolves from the Finizen. Hero's Spirit. Put this Pokemon into play only with the effect of Palafin's 0 to hero ability. So exactly as it said. Giga Impact for 250, just for 1 water, but then it can't attack next turn. Now, this is the only issue I have. Where is this right now on the bench? So I've just retreated this. I need another way of bringing this up. Water energy is easy enough to grab, especially just one of them. But if I want to use this, you need to get it back out again. I've just retreated, bearing in mind. I could use some other way of reversing, and I could then retreat it if I wanted to. But again, that then means that I could go for another one. So if I did manage to retreat this, bearing in mind that this does say from the active spot to the bench. So again, I find a way of doing that, it switches. Bang. This ability now kicks in. Again, this one goes back in, this Palafin goes on top. Boom. That's what I'm getting. That is what I'm getting from this effect. That's basically it. So you search your deck for a Palafin EX and switch it with this Pokemon. So it does it, and then obviously it says any attached cards, but it says if you switched a Pokemon in this way, put this card. So it doesn't say both cards. So I'm not taking the Finizen. I'm only taking the Palafin. So that's something probably to keep in mind. Now, if I've got that wrong, please feel free to do anything in the comments below and just let us all know. But from what I'm getting, this is the sort of effect. Obviously, I don't have any water energies with me. We'll probably pull one. But just wanted to show that off. Because I thought it was pretty cool. But I just think overall, you've got a pretty interesting thing if you've got 2 of them, where you get 2 up at the same time, but you have to have that switching going. And this relies so much on retreat or switching. Bearing in mind that its retreat is 2, and also it has a weakness to lightning, so Miraidon's going to have a field day if you were to use this. But hopefully that gives you guys a little bit more of a little look at the Palafin right there. So without further ado, let's crack on with the 2 boxes worth of packs here. Let's see if we can do pretty well. We recently opened some mini tins which featured some Obsidian Flames. We may have pulled a cheeky Charizard or well, just a cheeky Charizard maybe. So let's see if we can continue our luck here with Obsidian Flames. We start things off here. Let's bring this down. With a normal, we have got ourselves a Mawile, Togedemaru, Greavard, we've got Houndstone, Diggersby, Camerupt, Bisharp as our first reverse. We have got ourselves a Scovillain, and it does look as if we've got ourselves a hit, and that's going to be a Vespiquen EX Terra type. Very nice. Very cool indeed. Vespiquen right there with a lovely fire energy. We'll sleeve up that Vespiquen right there. Great way to start things off. Awesome, awesome stuff. Let's see then, Temporal Forces. Let's see what this has got. Terra EX to start things off, not too bad. Alright, here we go. So we've got ourselves a Marill, Golett, Elgium. We've got Meltan, Sableye, Great Tusk, Chinchino. We've got a reverse boxed order, a reverse heavy baton, okay. And we go into a lovely hollow Iron Thorns right there with a matching lightning energy, nevertheless. Awesome stuff. Alright, on to our newest set here, Twilight Masquerade. Be hilarious if we pulled a Palafin from this opening, especially from its own box. But we will see. We've got Abra, Snorunt, Chimecho, Chimchar, Reveroom, we've got Rillaboom, Handheld Fan, we've got Festivalgrams as our first reverse, Frostlass as the second, and we've got Pheasantipity as our holo. There's that water energy we needed. So we managed to get that water. It's not bad, 250 for one water. I think that's pretty cool. The ability does help itself sort of get in and out. And if you've got two of them, I think what I've just showed off sort of makes sense. But it's going to be a lot of switching. We've got a Dreepy, Feebas, Girafarig. We've got a Vulpix, Loveball, Glamora, Ariados into our first reverse, which is going to be a Wattrel. Second is Galele. And we've got ourselves a holo of the Teal Mask Ogerpon with a Psychic energy as well. So far we have got ourselves a Vespiquen EX from that first box there, but what can we do with our second one? Well, let's see. Obsidian Flames. Will we go 2 for 2 with Obsidian Flames here? Let's see. Let's find out. So, we've got Sinistea, Tadpole, Numel, Mawile. We've got Houndoom, Brassius. We have got a Magnezone. Reverse is going to be a Scyther here. The second one is going to be a Sinistea. Okay, we get another Sinistea. And that holo or better is going to be a holo of Sizzle there with another water energy. Okay. Temporal Forces here. I'm hoping we're leaving something until like the last bit here. Let's see. Come on. We've got Bronzor, Mightyena. We've got Duosion, Haunter, Unpheasant, Eerie, Centiskorch. We've got... Oh, there we go. Oh, Ole. What am I on about? We've got the Palafin right there, looking very awesome indeed. Little additional Palafin. Not the EX, but we're not in the right set for that. Second reverse is going to be that Relicanth with Memory Dive. And it's going to be a holo of Macargo there with a matching energy. Both Lightning and Fire for Temporal Forces there in both packs. So, pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Alright, here we go. 2 packs left. Twilight Masquerade. Let's finish things off really well. We've got ourselves a Swirlix, Litwick, Poochyena. We've got ourselves Flabébé, Glamora, Snorlax, Morpeko. First reverse is going to be a Luxio into... It's going to be a Chimecho. And a holo Okidogi with a Psychic energy as well. So we've got Pheasantipity, we've got Okidogi. Not that I'm asking for it, but are we going to get Monkey Dory in this pack? Let's see. Alright, here we go. Last pack here. Let's see. Last one. Come on. We got an Eevee, Phantump, Slugma, Swirlix, Handheld Fan, Dipplin, Rillaboom into our first reverse, which is going to be a Brute Bonnet. Second or better, it's going to be a Frogadier. Okay. And is it a holo or better? It is. It's going to be a holo, and it's a Sinistcha as our holo right there. 3 water energies, I think, from counting that we managed to get from that. But there we go. That has been rather anticlimactic, but we did still manage to obviously get our 2 Palafins. We got some awesome looking glitzy Finizens and Palafins, so if you were looking to maybe play these, obviously you'll get the codes to go online when you get the box, so you've got that to look forward to, but also in real life as well, you're able to have a little bit of bling with those dolphins. Looking pretty cool. But yeah, unfortunately, we did just manage to get that Vespiquen EX. Nothing super duper, so probably a little bit of a bust on that one for these boxes. But you never know, next EX box might give us some extra bits and pieces. You never know. But there we go, I will leave it here for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. We'll hopefully see Totodile again very, very soon. We'll have another opening, hopefully, I think maybe next week, if everything goes okay. We should have a couple of videos next weekend. And we're getting ever closer to our next special set, which will be coming out in the middle of August, I think. Middle of August. So that will be very, very cool. But there we go. I'll leave it here for this one. Hope you guys did enjoy. And I'll catch you guys in the next video on the channel. I'll see you then.